Alright, welcome to AP2. This video is designed to serve as an addendum to the other videos, which were actually designed for AP1. So my policies are basically the same for AP2 as they are for AP1. The assignments are just about the same. The main difference is the material that we're going to cover. But there are a few little things that are going to be different this semester from last semester, and so I wanted to make a video to kind of point out those things that are going to be different. Okay, the first thing that's going to be different, of course, is the material. This is Anatomy and Physiology 2, not Anatomy and Physiology 1. And everyone that's in this class, because you're in ANP2, you have had ANP1 sometime in the past, either with me or Miss Bell or at some other institution or etc. So you should already kind of know what the score is before you get in here. The material is going to be different. And I know probably by this point you're thinking, what is there left to learn? We've learned everything about the whole body. We learned the whole skeleton, etc. But really, we've just covered about half the body. So this semester we're going to start with chapters 11 through 15, which are going to be over the nervous system, reflexes, and senses. Then we're going to go into, there's a chapter on the endocrine system, chemical communication in the body. There are chapters on the cardiovascular system, so the heart, blood vessels. That's a very interesting section. And then you're going to learn about the lymphatic system, which is kind of like a second circulatory system in your body. You're then going to go on and learn about the immune system, then the respiratory system, the urinary system, the reproductive system. That's a fun chapter. And then there's chapter 28 over pregnancy and embryonic development. So you still have a ton to learn about the human body. And as always, we're just scratching the surface of what there is to know. So it should be an interesting semester, although like AMP1, it's going to be very rapid. Okay, so the subject matter is going to be different. Secondly, there are some differences in the materials that you need for ANP2. For instance, if you already have a dissection kit for your lab group, you can use the same dissection kit for ANP2 that you did for ANP1, so you don't have to go out and buy that. But we are going to start dissecting right away. We're going to start on Wednesday dissecting brains and possibly dissecting fetal pigs. Depends on what your lab instructor wants to do. So you need to go get your dissection kit. Either bring it with you next time, or if no one in your lab group has one, you will need to go and purchase one. Okay? Regarding the access codes for Course Compass, if you had an access code that you used in the past for Course Compass within the last 24 months, you should be okay to get into that website again. You do not need to purchase a new access code for this second semester. So what you'll do if you've already used Course Compass is you're just going to go into Course Compass like usual. You'll just log in, and then you'll see a button that says Enroll in Course or Enroll in New Course. And you're just going to type in the course ID for ANP2, which is listed on your syllabus, and it should enroll you in the course. So it's really simple. It'll take you 2 minutes to get into the new course and begin work on that. Okay, now if you haven't used Course Compass before, you are going to need to go through that access code process. You'll need to purchase one if you don't have one, and you're going to have to register through the site and do that whole thing. Okay, and if you have any difficulties with that stuff, let me know, and I can walk you through it, or I will get you registered for the course. So it should be pretty easy. But you do not have to buy a new access code for this semester. You should be good already. Okay. Dissection kit. All right, here's a good thing. I know a lot of us had trouble in ANP1 with the software, particularly the software that I used for you to submit your homeworks and for you to submit your tests. It was very problematic. It turned out that the students, you guys couldn't open it up again after you had submitted your work, and so it was just a problem. So I've decided for ANP2 to use different software for submitting your homework and for submitting your testing. And it's going to be easier to use. I don't foresee problems with it. We'll find out. But it should be pretty easy, and it should give you the results of your testing or your homework right away, so that you can see the answers that you got and you can ask lots of questions about that. Okay, I want there to be feedback from your assignments that you're submitting, not just kind of randomly submitting answers. into a computer system. Okay, so this semester should be a lot better about that. You should get your feedback, and I should be hearing lots of questions regarding homework and tests from you guys. Okay, now you don't have to do anything special or new to get that new software going. It's built into Course Compass. So if your Course Compass is working all right already, you should be good to go on that. And as always, let me know if you have problems, and we'll see if we can figure it out. Okay?